sponsor. Hey everyone, welcome to the world according to Allie. I am just Allie, and today we are going to talk about why I love country music and why I'm sometimes ashamed to admit this. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Hey y'all, have you heard about Anchor? It is the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's a creation tool that allows you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other outlets. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership, and it is everything you need to make a podcast in one place. It's what I use, and let me tell you, it is easy and convenient. Download the Anchor app for free or go to Anchor FM to get started. That's ANCHOR.FM. Hey everyone, this is Just Allie, and you are listening to The World According to Allie, a podcast about stuff and nothing at all at the same time. Today's podcast is about why I love country music and also why I've been traditionally ashamed of this. So let's start with just a little bit of history. In the antebellum South, banjos, fiddles, and harmonicas were the dominant instrument played in Black culture. Unfortunately, history has distorted these facts to make people believe that jazz, blues, and spirituals were the staples of Black culture, when in fact, at that time, country was also a staple. As a matter of fact, the banjo mimics an instrument called the banjar, which was played in Africa and invented by a slave, a Southern Black, in the 1690s. Move forward a little bit to around 1927, and DeFord Bailey is the first African American to star in the Grand Ole Opry. Even though he is accepted as the man who inspired the name, this wasn't celebrated, and it wasn't in fact until his death in 1982, that is 1982, when he was 82 years old, that he received recognition for this. And he wasn't inducted until the Country Music Hall of Fame until 2005. Charley Pride, the only other Black person inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame, was inducted in 2000. And that's about all she wrote. As with so many other African and African American influences, have been written out of history. Or maybe not so much written out of history, but rewritten, starring, shall we say, different leading characters. And like boxer braids on the Kardashians, cornrows fade into oblivion. That is what happened to Black people's contributions to country music. So when people ask me what type of music I listen to, it's met with a loud and proud gospel, hip-hop, R&B, and then a whisper of, and country music. And usually when I mention that I do love country music, it's met with this confused face. And here's the thing. I love a good story. Words are meaningful to me, and country music just tells beautiful stories. But country music has, quite frankly, never felt like our music. And even worse than that, it feels like we're just not welcome. To quote Beyonce, to live without reflection for so long will make you wonder if you truly exist. Side note, Beyonce's country song Daddy's Lessons, still not recognized by country. And Lil Nas X's country song was removed from the country list. These things don't exactly say, hey, welcome. So I've never denied my liking of country music, but I've never proclaimed it as strongly as I proclaim my love for Tupac or even my love for Lenny Kravitz. But something changed this year. Racial unrest exploded after we watched George Floyd get murdered on camera. And then one of my favorite country artists, Mickey Guyton, started speaking up strongly about her experiences as a Black woman and a Black woman in country music. She dropped a song called Black Like Me. I won't insert the song because copyright issues, but just to give you a little quote from it. It starts with, "Little kid in a small town. I did my best just to fit in. Broke my heart on the playground when they said I was different. And now I'm all grown up and nothing's changed. Yeah, it's still the same. It's a hard life on easy street, just white painted picket fences, far as you can see. If you think we live in the land of the free, you should try to be black like me." I cried when I first heard this, and I've been a fan of Mickey's. She's my sister in my head, and for her to express her pain like this, it just woke me up and it made me realize that I don't really need to whisper about how I feel about country music. It's a little thing, and I know it's a silly thing, but it's the thing that woke me up. Black people are not a monolith. We are classical, country, gospel, hip hop, rock, reggae, and everything in between. We are bougie and we are ratchet. We are progressive, moderate, conservative, and it's about darn time the world recognizes this. Country music is music, just like everything else. And there's so many artists that I listen to and country songs that I listen to. I mean, Ray Charles, did you know he had, I think, 4 country music albums? Even Tina Turner had a country album called Country My Way. Some of my favorite black country artists are Aaron Neville, Charlie Pride, the Pointer Sisters. I know you know them, if you know them, from their pop music, but they had country music. Linda Martell, Mickey Guyton, Darius Rucker, Reese Palmer, Kane Brown, Carmel Helene. These are all country artists that you should check out, and that's only a few of them. Music, it belongs to all of us. And so we shouldn't be ashamed to say whether we like one thing or another. If you like country music, you like country music. If you like hip hop, you like hip hop. And I can listen to WAP and, Black Like Me on the same channel, same iPod, same phone, I guess I listen to my music on. And that's okay. We are not all one thing. So anyway, that is my little story about country music and why I used to whisper that I liked country music, but I'm not whispering anymore. I do like country music. Black girls like country music. Black girls make country music, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. As a matter of fact, it's something that we should be proud of if it's something that we really, really like. And that's how I feel. If you agree with me, why don't you join me over on Instagram? My Instagram is I am just Allie, and leave some comments. Or you can also join me on Twitter. Twitter is at just Allie, and pretty much across my platforms, even Snapchat. I believe it's no Snapchat. I think it's just Allie from BK. Not sure, but you can find me across all social media platforms, and you can join in the country music. Join in the country music. Join in the conversation. Do you like country music also? And if so, who are your favorite country artists? What are some of your favorite country songs? Share them with me.